Hi Aquarius, welcome into your monthly money career tarot reading for the month of November 2024. To jump right into it, I decided to pre-pull 6 small money career oracles to begin our reading, and then we'll shift on forward to the tarot portion of the reading. So I decided to begin with this one, the Spotlight Success card, coming out because this is a month where you are being pushed into and naturally stepping into the spotlight, the limelight. Now, I feel a lot of which drawn to the reading have a quality, powerful and likable, even lovable presence online, and that's helping you greatly. It maybe even is helping other people all the meanwhile. But if you're working one, if not multiple day-to-day jobs or a night job like myself, I do sense that you are standing out in the crowd and you are succeeding throughout it all. There's also a feeling of you being a leader in certain ways, in being maybe even a trendsetter, all right? Somebody who doesn't like to be a follower, and so therefore you're creating more of a leadership role for yourself, where you're simply, again, standing out in the midst of doing, what other people are doing as well, but doing it in your own way. I'm hearing giving it your own Aquarian touch. Now, I do sense that you are going to succeed at certain points throughout the month of November, to the point where it remotivates you, and it motivates you, gives you, I want to say, that hunger to succeed more throughout the remainder of that work shift, that work day, or, maybe even the next day throughout the remainder of the week or the following week. You get the point. It just feels like it's like one positive success after another, one opportunity after another. And they are saying at certain points throughout the month, you're going to, look at this, receive financial rewards. And I did have the more than expected card, at the bottom before. That's what I was going for. So they're saying there's going to be more financial rewards at certain points throughout the month than you expect. Absolutely amazing. And I wouldn't be surprised, intertwining with the Spotlight Success card, if a lot of which are being discovered. And this could be happening left and right for a select amount of Aquarians drawn to the reading. But they're saying you are a star in the making. And I mean, you are the sign that represents the star card, right? Or you could maybe more so say the star card represents you. But regardless, I do feel as if you are really shining in the midst of doing what you do really well. And a lot of which are confused as to how you've mastered something. And Spirit saying it's been a long time that you've been mastering this craft, this field, whatever ends up being for you. You could tune into one of my readings for the first time and be curious and maybe a bit puzzled in regards to how I read so efficiently, so accurately, in such a consistent manner. But one, you don't see some of the struggles in the many attempts to get these readings going. It's why I don't typically, or these days, I don't go live. But I've also been reading for, I want to say nearly 6 years now. So I think I should have more subscribers, but I'm quite happy with the amount that I have. But you get the point. It's something like that where there's a lot more that happens behind the scenes, and, maybe the length of time, like myself with almost 6 years, but it could as well be, just you putting in the hard work and effort and the trial and errors at certain points, and just, again, mastering whatever ends up being for you. Now, this is a month where Spirit's saying you're taking charge in certain ways at certain points. Now, I feel this is applicable for your financial status, taking charge, paying off, your bills, and your maybe paying off debt for some, or at least part of which, but making sure to put aside some money for maybe a rainy day for a select, amount of Aquarians, but at the very least to make sure you have money for what you want to or have to invest in moving forward. Let's be real, Aquarius. There are expenses that you're aware of, but there are also hidden or unknown expenses that do lie ahead as well. That's the twists and turns of everybody's life in this, in this world, right? And I'm sure you've dealt with such in the past at certain points. But they're also saying somebody wants to take a trip. I know I'm going to be taking steps towards saving to go back to see my family, right, whenever that ends up happening, because I do live on the other side of the United States, the country from them. And so that is going to be a bit of an expensive trip, but it will be worth it. And so something of the sort for you, it could be obviously a vacation or something of the sort. And it's interesting because somebody recently commented very negatively on one of my readings saying I need to have a reality check, because I had mentioned, I had channeled directly from Spirit that some for that money career read were going to be saving or wanting to save for a vacation or something of the sort. And basically she was saying that people in this at this time with all the inflation and whatnot and struggles financially are not going on vacations. Hop on TikTok, hop on YouTube. People are still going on vacations. Not everybody's struggling financially. And regardless, if you choose to treat yourself and spend your money in that manner, all the power to you. It is your life. Just reminding you, everybody is in different situations and going through different, situations, and maybe even struggles once again financially. But moving on, I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, but it does feel like a time for you where they're saying you're moving on up, my friend. I just heard up in the ranks. If you're online once again on one, if not multiple platforms, it feels like you're moving up in the minds of others. People are ranking you higher or valuing you more, honoring you. You're gaining, number increase, your viewers, your analytics otherwise, and maybe even your revenue. I do feel as if that could be, applicable as well when it comes to the business owners, the entrepreneurs drawn to the reading, because it does feel like your business is doing better than it was, I want to say in October, maybe just recently in general. And they're saying, entrepreneurship does have its ups and downs and whatnot, and that's expected to an extent, but it's a month where things are moving on up for you. But touching base upon the employed individuals drawn to the reading, I do feel as if you're moving on up within the company or being prepared to do so. Maybe it's being brought up in conversation, even if you're not part of that conversation. Say a move to a different department or a different part of that company elsewhere. It could be a promotion within the same one or the same store. But there's a sense of you shifting towards, again, more of a leadership role for a lot, or at least embracing the changing aspects of your current day, somewhat, if not fully, a leadership kind of role. I know that wasn't the best wording, but the lasting impression card, people are remembering you. People are coming back around to, greet you, to pay you, to, receive whatever you're offering if you're an entrepreneur, or even maybe through your job. There's a sense of you even being planted in the mind, the awareness of others around the world for a lot. Different from case to case, of course, but this is being done by Spirit. Spirit saying, listen to this Aquarian's online content, or, visit their website, or reach out to their business, or, call into this business and talk to this, start to become this client that you're meant to be with this individual working at this job for this company. Does that make sense? But I feel as if the lasting impressions that you're leaving throughout the month of November will support even more success and spotlight victory that lies ahead for you. The sudden windfall card, because I feel there's at least one, if not for some select Aquarians drawn to the reading, there's multiple windfalls of cash coming in, whether it's, regardless of what form it's coming in, it could be multiple forms for some. They're saying this is needed, it's wanted, and it's been earned, okay? Even if it's something random, say you win the lottery. I'm not saying, the majority of which will, or you're winning, a significant amount of money, or it's money coming back to you. In some way, shape, or form, you've earned this, right? The difficulties financially that you've been through, your hard work for a lot, or the majority, I should say. But also, even if you are to say win the lottery, of some sort, you chose to put your money towards it. You chose to put your effort towards that and be strategic, and now you're winning, okay? But either way, I feel like it's a month, Aquarius, where you are very significantly winning in the game called life, especially when it comes to what we're here to talk about, your money and career. Let's move on to some tarot. What do we have for Aquarius for money and career? The Knight of Cups coming out and the Fool card. You might find certain rare moments throughout the month where you're feeling a bit more emotional than you expected, and it feels maybe off. I wouldn't be surprised if you're an empath and that's playing into it. but there's an emotionally fulfilling way about how you get things done and you impress yourself and other people, and again leave those lasting impressions. And I feel like all the meanwhile, you're looking good, you're feeling good. Remind yourself to cleanse your energy and to take it slow, or at least pace yourself, because it does feel like you have a lot on your plate. You may be working a job like myself at my serving job, where even though you literally voice it or feel the need to not rush for other people or anything, right? I say that at the beginning of my shift or at certain points, and then I end up having to rush because I'm in the weeds or whatever the case may be. I sat, 2 9 tops, and it's, more to handle than you would even realize because of all the processes, the structure that's set in place there. But anyways, don't rush, my friend. Take it slow, or at least pace yourself again, because you could be making a mistake when you don't mean to. You could be, creating more of a mess somehow. You could miss a detail, or you just won't end up simply producing the best quality work if you choose to rush the process. Everything will get done when it's meant to and how it's meant to. You need to trust that, as I really feel timing is on your side. Now, a lot of us drawn to the reading are in the midst of or just leaped into something new. I guarantee that this is going to be the right choice for you, because for once, or just, when it comes to the situation, you trusted your intuition, and you still are, and they're saying you're making the right choice. I guarantee recently, or at least rewinding a bit further back for some, you didn't trust your intuition when taking on a situation or an opportunity otherwise, because you needed it so badly or something of the sort, right? Where I'm living currently, I didn't trust my intuition fully when, taking this on. I definitely felt a moody red flag when it comes to my landlord/roommate, but I really wanted to get out of the expensive situations that I was renting. So I took it on, and I'm moving already. That is that, okay? So they're saying you are now remembering the value and the importance, the benefits of trusting your intuition as you leap or just have leaped into something new. Look at this imagery. I feel as if at certain points, Aquarius, going back to the Star in the Making and Spotlight Success cards, you're putting on a bit of a show, all right? People are quite impressed in regards to it. People like it. There's a sense of you having certain goofy moments, but then there are other, I want to say even more so throughout the month, more commonly, you being very serious, maybe stern, laying down the line is the wording that just came through, being a very, mature individual. But I wouldn't be surprised as well if with the butterfly here, you may see these, throughout the months, symbolically coming through from spirit. You're transforming, you have been, but there's something significant about that coming through when you're working, when you're spending money, when you're managing your money, when you're producing and developing. For me, for example, it's going to come through with my readings. It's going to be, when I'm working at my serving job. You're changing, my friend, and that's changing naturally the end game for yourself, and it's changing what you're connected to, what you're working towards, all right? Putting your effort and resources towards all the meanwhile. Now, the Page of Pentacles, there's a new investment or a new work opportunity of importance. Now, I do feel like there's smaller opportunities, throughout the month that are going to help you gain more finances and more success. But either way, this could be the same thing, right? Okay, somebody's getting somewhat of, if not a full promotion or a new job, and is gaining a new place or is shifting into a new place of residence. Congrats. That is a lot of new experiences to come to be and whatnot. Anyways, look at this. They're saying, going back to what we were speaking upon as far as putting on a show, the peacock here with their feathers closed in, right? Not expanded and showing off. There are moments throughout the month where you're choosing to utilize both ways of being. Because think about it, at times at work or through your business, if you were choosing to show off too much or in general, and when it's not the right time for it, it's not going to work to your advantage or even the situation that you are wrapped up in. So you're strategically utilizing both ways of being, and it's working to your advantage. Your helpful way of being is very significant. I feel as if you're going to be assisting people at many points throughout the month of November, and people love it. They're also saying your self-reflection is part of this month, as I feel you're reflecting and revisiting old pieces of work or even what you're producing and developing throughout this month. And I wouldn't be surprised if you are looking at your good looks and saying, I've come a long way, especially when it comes to my money and career. This is an amazing month for you, all right? You are again a star in the making, in the spotlight, and you're succeeding left and right in the midst of a month with a sudden windfall. Take charge, Aquarius, okay? So if this is truly helpful, as always, I'm sending you a ton of love and light.